continuing on with tips for travel, because it can make life miserable. You're traveling to the other side of the world, but I've met some people for the first 2 weeks, they're miserable. So one thing I never do is sleep in the day. And someone said, how can you do that? Because you get so tired. You certainly do. But if I'm starting to feel very heavy with sleep, I'll get up, maybe I'll have a cold shower. But if it is morning, I will allow myself 20 minutes. Just a 20-minute little nap to get me through for the rest of the day. But what I have found to be the most helpful, I have mentioned water, yes, hydration, and sun. Never should we look at the sun, but if I'm outside in the sunlight, allowing the sun's rays to go through my eyes, I know those sun's rays, they connect with some receptor sites on the eyeball, the retina, and one of them is melanopsin, and I know that good levels of blue light, which is what comes from the sunlight, coming in through my receptor site melanopsin, it goes through and it helps me to maintain equilibrium, and it also can increase my ability to study, which I'm not trying to do that so much when I'm traveling. But the one that I'm most interested in is when those light signals go through the optic nerve and to a control center in my brain where my body clock is located. So basically that blue light that my retina starts to absorb going through into my brain is helping to reset my body clock. It's called the circadian rhythm. Dr. Neil Nedley, he found that a lot of his depressed patients, in fact 80% of them, their circadian rhythm was out, and it's sun that resets that. And I have found that when I get to whatever country I'm going to, if I can sit outside in the sun, those rays will come through and reset my body clock. Because I have fair skin, I try not to be in the sun too long, maybe half an hour at the very most, but I find that that is enough to reset my body clock. I also try and have my top up a little bit so my skin is getting some of that sunshine, those UVB rays. They come through and they hit a form of cholesterol just under my skin to vitamin D. There are 2,500 receptor sites on the DNA for vitamin D. And our body is not disconnected. Everything has a part. Everything connects with one another. So the vitamin D certainly helps my DNA. My body clock particularly is reset by those rays that are coming through my eye and into my pineal gland, helping to reset my body clock. And when I go to bed, I make sure the lights